Welcome to 2019 and welcome to This Time with Daniel Shahbaz. Today we're finally getting into it.
Yeah.
We had a nice little break there for a bit.
Small little break.
Small little weensy little break.
But we're back.
We're back. And we're talking about our top 10 most anticipated films of 2019.
Now, this list is going to be movies that we're excited for. Mm-hmm. So please, if you have movies that you're excited for, comment below, let us know. Also, the positioning on this list does not matter until we get to the top 3.
Which, again, were bronze, silver, and gold for the Olympic enthusiasts out there.
Right. So let's start off with
number 10. So number 10, Star Wars, the 9th film, right?
Yeah.
Is it 9th?
It's Star Wars Episode 9.
Yeah.
No name yet.
No name yet. I think we're probably going to see something soon, I feel.
Yeah, I think Star Wars Celebration is in April.
Yes.
So I think that's when we're going to get our first teaser and the reveal of the name.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, big year, J.J. Abrams is coming back. And, I mean, a lot of controversy with the last of the Skywalker films. So let's just see where Abrams takes it this time.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, this is the thing. This is kind of the end of the Skywalker saga. And and it's interesting to see Abrams coming back, like you said. So I'm really intrigued, and hopefully this delivers a Star Wars movie that I feel like a lot of people think they haven't gotten in the last.
Well, maybe we had a bit of a misstep with Solo, so let's see where we kind of go from here.
Definitely.
Number 9.
It Chapter 2.
Yeah.
It Chapter.
Huge surprise.
So when the first It trailer dropped, I remember the trailer for that movie. I think it's one of the most watched trailers of all time on YouTube.
Probably.
And it just ruined me how scary it looked.
Oh god, yeah.
And the movie itself is fantastic.
It was so well done.
And I think when we're looking at It Chapter 2 now, just the cast alone that they have,
it's perfect
for the adults playing like the older versions of themselves. It's so good. You have Bill Hader in there. You have Jessica Chastain, James McAvoy.
I also have a soft spot for films that are shot in Toronto.
Yeah.
So whenever a movie's made here, I'm just kind of like, I got
rooting for you.
Yeah.
And the director from the first movie is coming back, so this looks like it's really going to deliver.
Mm-hmm. Number 8. So for number 8, we have Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yes.
Now this is Quentin Tarantino's 9th
movie. Yeah.
So and he's teaming up again with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yep.
Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
So,
it's all-star cast.
All-star cast, and I wasn't a huge fan of the last film, so I'm really hoping that this one. Hateful Eight.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's the last time I saw a Quentin
That's
movie.
the last time I saw a Quentin film.
Yeah, and the rumor is that he's going to be retiring once he gets to 10 movies. Who knows if that's true or not? But
it's very pretentious.
Yeah, but I mean, like the cast behind this movie alone, there's huge star power here, and it's coming out I think in August, which is a really nice spot.
It's
for
a good,
like
it's a good Quentin time. Yeah.
So I think this movie will get the good.
Dealing with the Manson murders, I believe.
Yeah, and it's in Hollywood, so
yeah,
it'll be really
so
cool
what
to
happens. Number 7.
We went really high for that one.
Like that?
Number 7 on our list is Spider-Man: Far From Home. We thought we left it in 2018, but it's back. It's back.
Bigger and better in 2019.
Oh my god. So Spider-Man: Far From Home, this is the sequel to Homecoming, and this is the only Phase 4 movie that is confirmed at this point.
Yeah.
Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios have not announced anything else. This is the only movie that's been told to us, and which is kind of a cool thing, and it's also a bummer because it's like, oh, you kind of know Spider-Man's going to be okay.
I mean, you always knew he was going to be okay, but still.
But like, it would have been nice to know.
You know.
But Jake Gyllenhaal is Mysterio.
And Mysterio's my favorite villain, first of all. So I'm extremely excited.
I think it's going to be a really cool movie. John Watts is coming back directing as well, too.
Yeah.
And Tom Holland is awesome as Spider-Man. This one's taking place in Europe as well. So
let's see what happens.
It should be really cool to see Spider-Man outside of New York.
Yeah. Swinging through Prague. Number 6, Shazam! That's how he says it in the movie. Yeah, I haven't seen the trailer properly yet. But this is a film that, DCEU.
Yep.
We have Zachary Levi. We have a superhero that I didn't think we'd ever see a movie about, to be honest.
No, and this is the thing. Shazam is such a cool superhero. Mm-hmm. It's funny that the same year we're getting Shazam is the same year we're getting Captain Marvel.
Kind of, and just a few months apart.
Yeah, just like literally a month apart.
Yeah.
So it's interesting how that's happening.
Yeah.
Another movie that's shot in Toronto.
Yeah.
So
again, more
really
love
cool
for
seeing that.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this movie.
Yeah.
I think the DCU has a great hit on their hands with Aquaman, so hopefully coming off Aquaman, we're going to continue that.
And the director they have, again, they've gone with another horror movie director, with David Sandberg, I believe. And he just seems fun. We follow him on social media, and
he's a really cool guy.
I think he has a good vision for this movie, so I'm excited to see what happens.
I think so too, and just the way he responds to people, and kind of not trolls people, but just has fun with his audience on social media, like you were saying. This movie looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope that it delivers, because I think this is a hero that's long overdue getting their own movie.
Yeah. Number 5.
Number 5 on our list is Captain Marvel.
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 Yeah, it's in French.
Oh.
Oui, oui, bonsoir.
Captain Marvel stars Brie Larson. It's coming out very soon.
Yeah.
March.
Too soon.
And this is I guess when you saw Avengers: Infinity War, at the end, post-credit scene, spoiler alert. Sam Jackson is the one paging
Captain Marvel.
So now we're seeing her. This movie takes place in the 90s, which I think has really cool nostalgia.
I've always wanted to see a movie in the 90s, and this is kind of why it's on the list too, because I just love the 90s.
It's a cool period. We have Sam Jackson, who's younger. We have Coulson, who's back, and it's going back to that phase 1 days of the MCU. Seeing that, I think this would be really cool.
You also get a Ronan that comes back from the first Guardians
100%. Movie. You have Jude Law in it as well too, playing Dumbledore again.
Weird, but they said they want to make it really make it.
But this is a really cool movie, and I think just like First Avenger was a great springboard into the Avengers, hopefully this will be that for Endgame.
Yeah. Number 4. So for number 4, we have Toy Story 4.
Makes sense.
Now
it's almost planned.
It's almost planned. This is a movie that we're super skeptical about.
Yeah.
But I mean, we love Toy Story with all of our hearts.
We do.
So we're excited for it. Now this movie's gone through some serious production woes.
Yeah.
Directors, writers changing here and there.
Yeah,
so
let's leaving pics. Lots of stuff.
Yeah. Let's just see what happens. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if is it to do with a theme park in this movie, or I know it's supposed to be about Woody finding Bo again.
Bo Peep, yeah. But, or how then it was like how they first met. There's been a lot of rumors circling around it. I love that Tom Hanks and Tim Allen are back. Mm-hmm. But again, when you have something that's so near and dear to our hearts like Toy Story, for everyone, anytime we revisit that, especially because Toy Story 3 left off in such a perfect spot.
Most perfect ending.
Perfect ending in almost any movie.
Yeah.
So to be revisiting that with a continuation, skeptical.
Yeah. Skeptical.
We'll see.
Now, here we are with the last. I don't know what words are coming next. Because I don't know, man.
3, 2, 1 on our list. This is where we're positioning the movies in order. Ones that we are looking forward to most in 2019. Shane's gonna lose his leg.
That hurt.
Number 3.
Number 3 is Aladdin. Why am I yelling? Your family is so angry right now.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Number 3 is Aladdin, and I don't know. I'm excited. The only thing that's wearing me off of this film is Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie is a director who has a very distinct visual style and look to his movies. So to see him taking on Aladdin, which is going to be a big, bombastic,
is that your word for 2019, by the way?
That was on my word of the day calendar. Colorful movie, I think.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. I'm wondering if he's going to kind of bring that, not stop motion, but that interesting editing style that he has.
The fast paced running through Agrabah, and it cuts in the middle of Aladdin's running. He's like, no, what are you wondering here?
Are they all British too?
I think it's Jason Statham playing Aladdin too.
Tom Hardy's in this, every single British, it's basically the sequel to Lair Cake.
It basically is, yeah.
But yeah, this is the thing, the first teaser that we got for Aladdin, visually was there. It looked on brand, looked on point. We've since then gone looks at Aladdin, Jasmine, and Will Smith as well too, and they've confirmed that he is going to be big and blue in the movie in CGI. So I'm excited. I want to see this is Disney's year, man. If you look at all the movies on our list,
they're gonna own the box office.
They already set a record this year for the highest box office in 1 year.
Yeah,
and I think next year they're just going to destroy it even further.
100%. Number 2. Now, number 2 is. We are sorry for butchering that song.
The Lion King.
The Lion King. If you couldn't tell.
I would hope. It's Avengers.
The Lion King. Now, Jon Favreau is back at it again with the animation to live action. Yeah. He did an amazing job with Jungle Book.
Amazing job.
So, The Lion King, with the cast killing it, obviously. Yeah. So, I think I'm excited for it.
Yeah, the cast alone in this movie, the cast, the naming of the cast in the trailer takes up half the trailer itself.
It does, yeah.
You have Donald Glover
as
Simba, you have Beyonce as Nala, you have a stacked cast, and visually this looks beautiful. It's funny we always refer to it as the live-action Lion King, when it is basically still animation.
Still animation,
but it's it's like real life animation.
Yeah.
Right?
So, I mean, they still filmed it with actors in mocap suits,
of course.
Right?
And this is the thing, like, just like Toy Story 4 is near and dear to our hearts, so is Lion King. So to see them take on a movie that, I guess, generational, it's going to be see where they take it. And I think Favreau was the man for the job.
That's the thing. Favreau is the one thing selling me on it. I mean, besides the actors, like, since he's behind the camera, I'm like, okay, you know, I'm good.
Favreau's the kind of guy, like, if you trust your intellectual property with somebody, Favreau's the right guy, and he's going to be doing The Mandalorian as well, too, this year.
Exactly.
So, Lion King, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
So, we have some honorable mentions for this year as well, and these are movies that didn't make the cut, but they almost did, but we're still very excited for them, and there are so many other movies that we're also looking forward to.
Yeah, I mean, like, when we were putting together the poster behind us for the thumbnail for our video, like, it's ridiculous of how many movies are coming out this year.
It's going to be a good year.
I think it's going to be a really good year, because if 2018 was an okay year, I think this year is just coming full force, at least franchise-wise. Like, Terminator's coming back this year. There's so many giant films coming out. Yeah. So, honorable mentions, we have
John Wick Chapter 3.
Yeah.
We've got the Lego Movie 2.
Yeah.
We've got Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
And just coming out this week, we've got Glass.
Yeah. And, like, again, like, those are the honorable mentions. So, just to see our list and what we're excited for, I think 2019
You're definitely going to get a review for each one of these films.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So our number one pick is Avengers Endgame. Why am I yelling at them? Poor audience.
Just volume, headphones
on, please.
Yeah, warning, headphone warning.
Yeah.
Avengers Endgame, what more can we say about this movie that we haven't already said?
I mean, it's an easy pick, but it's the obvious pick as well. Like, I can't wait to see this movie.
This is the culmination of everything we've ever seen leading up to this movie. I was watching the first Avengers the other day, and it's so funny how almost small scale it feels.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because it's like 6 characters. You don't even get to learn a lot about each character. It's just more focused on Cap, Iron Man, and Thor. And it's like, now we have this huge Marvel universe of movies, and we're getting everybody in a movie together now, taking on Thanos.
This is big.
Like, there's no other way of saying it, of how excited we are.
This is the film of the year. Like, this will be the biggest, and I'm so glad it's coming out so early into the year.
Yeah. April 26th, like, they moved up the spot, like, just like they did last year. It's funny we're seeing this movie the same year as Star Wars as well. And like we were saying with Disney earlier, like, they have Avengers, Lion King, Aladdin, Star Wars, Frozen 2.
Oh, God, yeah.
Like, this year is just stacked on Disney alone, so I think we're in for a really good year.
We're going to be in for a bumper ride.
Thank you so much for watching our most anticipated movie list of 2019. Keep it right here, because we're going to have our Glass review live later this week. We have so many more movies to review this year and things to discuss. Super Bowl is just around the corner as well, too, so we're going to be having lots
that was me throwing lots
of trailer reactions to that as well, too. So definitely stick it right here on This Time With. That was This Time.
And we'll see you next.